challenging yourself is a hallucination of insanity if you keep doing the same things. So, this was going to go off my gym journey until about 2 days ago, right? I mean, I've been at the gym for roughly 8 months now, and I've seen a little bit of progress. It's not that much, but a little bit, right? And I'm grateful for that. But I'm going to tell you my story about how this has developed over the months, and then I'm going to tell you what the mistake I made was, and how to recognize it in yourself. So, we'll start when I first stepped into the gym, right? It was right around my birthday. I was like, I really want to go to the gym. I really want to get in the gym, right? I want to get a membership. So there was a gym about 10 minutes away from my house, and we decided to go there. Me and my dad, we signed papers to go to that gym, and then we ended up paying like a family fee, which eventually turned into an individual fee because they stopped going, but I didn't. Whatever. But what this little part showed me was that consistency is more important than difficulty, right? So that's a different lesson though. So I get into the gym, and obviously like most people in the gym goers, first day you're like, what the fuck is this place? You walk in and you just see, I mean, when I walked in on my first day, I saw, the first person I saw, which it was kind of ironic because the gym doesn't really have that many ripped people in it. It was this fucking ripped dude doing like chest flies on the, like almost like in a push-up position and using like a cable to like hold. It was crazy. I was like, what the hell? That was my first sight when I walked in the gym. It was kind of scary. But I got into the gym, and the first day I kind of had an idea of what I was doing, but I had a better idea because I knew like what exercise I wanted to do, because like I previously exercised at my house, so I know a little bit about the gym, but not like too much, right? So, I mean, my first day, oh boy, it was like, I think I kind of walked in, I basically touched myself on some machines. I was just like, okay, here's a bench, here's a lat pull, here's a pull up, here's like a squat or something. It was just like, it was just fucking going through the motion type shit, right? And after that day, I was like, okay, well, obviously I'm gonna challenge myself some more, but at least I got myself into the gym. Walked out, first day complete. I was like, this is not bad, okay? And then first week goes by. I don't end up going back to the gym again for a couple of days because I think at the time I had indoor soccer, and also at that time I was trying to figure out how to implement this into my schedule, right? Because with school and with the soccer thing, I was kind of trying to figure out how to like play the jambo and just like, I don't think that's even an instrument, but like just balancing it out in general. So having that in mind, I eventually got it balanced, and then I started going to the gym very consistently. So, okay, go on to the gym, go on to the gym, go on to the gym, go on to the gym. And I started seeing some progress because as someone who goes to the gym for the first time, I mean, like, even for me, I ran for like four-ish years before I went to the gym. So I had some exercise behind me, but even going to the gym has shown me that I can become bigger and stronger. I just need to make sure that the challenge is equivalent to my level, right? And literally anything was a challenge for me at that point, so I could literally do any weight and gain muscle because, well, you know, never going to the gym to going to the gym is a whole, like, paradigm shift, to your body, right? So I was like, okay, did that. And now, month 2 or 3, all right? Month 2 or month 3. I am starting to push myself. I'm starting to get into heavier weights, and I am now doing a challenge that seems relatively difficult for me, and the mistake I started making was I was saying I'm fine with being here. Don't be fine with being here, right? So, fine with being there, doing challenge, fine with being there, doing challenge, fine there, so on and so forth. And then, all of a sudden, I was like, wait a second, I'm not gaining any more weight. I'm staying right around the same. What's going on here? So I thought about it for a while. Still went to the gym. Kind of in the back of my mind, kept going, kept going, kept going. And really what happened is we jumped to month 8, which is where I'm at currently, I believe, right? Because like December, January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August. 8. And during the 8th month, a couple days ago, I was like, wait a second. That is wrong. And the reason why I know this is because I wasn't really getting sore. I was getting kind of tired after a workout, but I wasn't really pushing myself in the way that I wanted to, right? I wasn't pushing myself in a way where I knew that I was going to get muscle. So the first thing that I actually looked at was my nutrition, because, I didn't think that the gym part was a problem, which it also is, but, right, I looked at my nutrition, and I was like, I'm jamming calories down my throat at 2 parts of the day, ignoring anabolic rates, which basically is like every 2 or so-ish hours, your body's like, protein, it needs it. And otherwise, it will break down your actual muscle to make muscle. It's kind of weird. But realizing this, I was like, oh shit, I need to split up my meals. Because if I split up my meals, it goes to the anabolic rate, I get more protein in, and I'm able to eat more throughout my day, so I can actually bulk. Because for me, I'm a very like, I wouldn't say like athletic, because athletic, that's like the wrong image. I want to say I exercise a lot. And having that in mind, you have to eat a shit ton of calories if you want to bulk and you exercise a lot. I'm telling you this right now. If you have a fast metabolism and you work out a lot and you want to bulk, that is a problem. One hell of a problem. I have it. But the lessons that I want to teach you is there is going through the motions versus conscious effort. And this is more relating of going to the gym. And going through the motions means you're not stuck at the same weight, but you're doing the same weight because you think that doing the same weight until it becomes easier is what's going to make you big. It's not. What's going to make you big is doing the heavier weights so that way the lighter weights then become easier, but then continue to use heavier weights, right? That kind of mindset thing went in the wrong direction until a couple days ago, and I want to teach you about that so that way if you're like a month in and you're like, wait a second, something isn't right here, maybe this is it. Because I don't want you to waste 5 or 6 months like I did being a complete jackass and just doing like roughly the same weights. So yeah, and there's that part, and then here's the conscious effort part. The conscious effort is understanding, is actually like writing down, okay, what weights have I done? How many reps did I get? What's my goal for reps? And then what am I gonna do to say to myself, okay, it's time to move the heavier weights? And for me, what I decided, and I'm gonna try it out, it might not work for you, and it might not work for me, but I'm gonna try it, is when I am able to complete the set, like actually complete the set, that's when I'm gonna say, okay, time to increase the weight, and here's why. My philosophy that I've gathered from research and kind of data that I've accumulated in my mind is that if I were to actually fail on not completing all my sets or all my reps, then that trigger in my mind will tell my body, hey, I need more muscle to complete the task. So my mind will be like, okay, send out the thingies for the protein. And then my body's like, need some protein. And since now I'm working my anabolic rate, I'll be able to eat, gain the muscle, and eat, gain more muscle, eat, gain more muscle. And I'm repeatedly doing the cycle, go to bed, repeat, do the whole gym thing. And then I hope that I'll be able to actually gain a decent amount of size and muscle. So going through the motion versus conscious effort, one is a lot more valuable than the other one, and one takes a lot more than the other one, but it's worth it. To improve means to constantly fail, literally. And this kind of goes back to the point where I was talking about the conscious effort. Okay, coming back, it ties into conscious effort because when, how do I describe this? So, when you're constantly failing, you're telling yourself that you need to put in maximum effort in order to achieve completion of that set, right? So, or completion of those sets of reps, right? So maybe you can complete 3 sets of 35-pound dumbbell on incline bench, but on the 4th set you get like 8 or 9 reps, okay? That's teaching you that at the very end you need to put 100% of your conscious effort into that, and then you can improve. And it will also teach your muscles that they need to grow in order to improve, right? And so that's a lesson that I want to teach you about the gym as well. And this last one, I'm going to go on here because that one's kind of short. Be there for less time. And here's what I mean. So if you want to see significant progress, right, you have to not be going to jack off in the bathroom after every set because you just don't want to do the other one because it's heavy. It's like, okay, whatever, right? Do either stop ego lifting or be able to give yourself a legitimate, like, reasonable amount of rest time so that way you can actually do your next set and get out of there in less than an hour. The reason why I say less than an hour is because if you don't, one thing I did learn is that if you don't get out of the gym until like after an hour or so, your testosterone ends up going down because your cortisol kicks so high up. Because as you're working out, your testosterone and your cortisol go up like this. So, I mean, if you're a woman, obviously, then, like, whatever, it's, whatever, I don't know. Maybe it's just, it might be the same for you, but I'm not sure. But after an hour, what happens is there's this, like, split, and it's a rift, where testosterone kind of goes down because your cortisol is so high that it can't actually compete with the testosterone can't actually compete with it, essentially, and you become super stressed, and you don't actually get anything done, and then you know what I mean? Like, you just have that stress mentality, and it's not good, and that long-term really damages your mental and physical health, hence no muscle. So, these are the gym mistakes that I wanted you to avoid, and I wanted you to avoid the existential gym mistake of challenging yourself is a hallucination of insanity if you keep doing the same things. You see how it ties in now? So, I hope that you watched all the way through and you take some of this advice and try it yourself. You can see if it works, see if it doesn't, whatever. But, thank you. And, oh yeah, I gotta do the thing. I'm supposed to do the subscribe thing because I think that's what you're supposed to do in videos. So, go subscribe. But anyways, as always, we're here to help you help them.